But no, I don't believe you can romance the Sister of Battle. I know that there's an Eldar I think you can romance, and I have no idea past that. Alright, yep. The events in Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader take place in a vast region of space known as the Cronus Expanse. There's a lot of shit here. Each star system contains objects you can interact with. Okay. We're in here somewhere. We're over here. We have so many options for activities. Artificial facility, huh? Oh no, we can totally drive into the sun. All right, noted. I think we want to go here. I'm trying to remember. What is this? Okay, those are just telling us what quests are where. I think it's this one. I'm trying to remember where the fuck, the tech priest is, because I want him in my party. As the ship makes its way through the star system, a strange fatigue falls over you. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the quill you've been using to draw up yet another order falls from your hand. You raise your head with a start. Someone else is here, in your study. You stand up and stare at the dozens upon dozens of corpses surrounding you. Among the number, you recognize the disfigured and bloodied faces of those who died on the ship's bridge and those who you met in your previous life. How is this possible? Where are the enforcers posted to stand guard? It matters not. You are alone against a horde of heretics risen from the darkness to take your life. As if of its own accord, the shard lying on the edge of the desk, the sole remnant of Kunrad Voigtvir's weapon, slips into your hand. The metal is cold. The dead sway from side to side, closing in around you in a nightmarishly slow advance. Kneel before the rogue trader. Your lives belong to me. All you hear in response is unintelligible voices, whispers, moans, and derisive laughter. Anger ignites your chest, and you clutch the shard, which ravenously bites into your palm with its sharp edge. I'm gonna fight a ghost. An unbearably bright light floods everything around you, and you find yourself surrounded by groveling minions, their bodies shivering in your mere presence. Your hands no longer hold a pitiful shard, but a majestic and intricate weapon, a skillfully crafted sword with strange, unnerving proportions, a curved design and an unusual hilt adorned with the image of a closed eye. Go to bed, Lysander, you son of a bitch! I gotta play Daggerfall. Adira's voice actress can do East African and Jamaican. It's one of those, okay. Hell yeah. The eye opens wide, revealing a gaze so ancient and dark that it steals your breath away. You have felt this gaze before, there on the bridge, and the voice that appears in your mind only confirms your guess. The tapestry is woven. The path is chosen. Accept your fate, champion. Oh, here we go. Do we throw the demon blade away? Do we say yes, master, or are we the swords master, chat? We're finding out Brunhilde lore here. I don't know. No heresy? We have 1 vote for no heresy, 1 vote for Swordmaster, 2 votes for no heresy. Going once. No heresy it is. All right. We throw the blade away. Never. Your body refuses to obey your mind. The handle feels as if it has become one with your hands, and the gaze of the demonic eyes set on your very soul ablaze. Resisting your fate is futile. You scream as you feel your soul burn away to ash. You awaken from the vision, kneeling next to your desk, clothes drenched in sweat and with a sour taste on your tongue. Your head is ringing, and you struggle to recall the faces and the image of the sword in your hands. Only the deep cut on your palm and bloodied shard lying on the floor remind you of what just transpired. You would rather die than touch that thing again, so you reach a shaking hand for your Vox and call for a servitor. Now you just have to wait for the mindless automaton to arrive, pick up the cursed artifact, and head for the nearest airlock to be claimed by the void. Light glints off the polished skull of some unknown Xenos, and it makes it seem like the bony face is mocking you. I think that's an orc skull. Yeah, that's an orc skull right there. Everybody knows what orcs from Warcraft skulls look like, right, chat? Ha ha ha! Anyways, link my account, what? I will be redirected to the webpage. My immersion! What is this? Oh, it's fucking Twitch Rewards. That's... Bah! Bah, I say. Like a goat. And or a sheep. I want to go down here. Where is that? This way, I guess. I see loot on my mini-map. I must have it. Where is it? Not in there. Where is it? There was loot on the mini-map game. Don't you tease me. Why do I keep... Ooh, here. Let's just do this. Go here. Indeed. I really wish that there were like a compass or something on screen so I could tell what direction the frickin' camera was facing. Okay, here we go. Goods. We have acquired a cracked data slate. Final translation with the Chartist are complete. The fiery reckoning is now fully... the object has been loaded aboard with its containment intact and placed in the forebay to ensure maximum security with the target. Coordinates sent and received by the bridge. Target estimated time of arrival in the system. The fiery reckoning is crewed by a servitor. Chances of the ship returning are minimal. All right. Navigating like a drunkard, yeah. Marvel Rivals has Twitch skins you get after watching hours of it, and they're ugly as fuck. Like, the only game that I've ever done Twitch skin stuff for, I did it for Path of Exile and Last Epoch, and I'd just find some random stream, turn it on, and just, like, mute it and minimize the screen and let it just run in the background, not paying any attention to it. Marvel Rivals is one of those games that, like, I kind of want to check out, but I'm also, like... PvP is... It's stressful for me, but Marvel Rivals does look like a lot of fun. And also Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl is like... Yes. If you were to make an apple pie, would you go for lemon or cinnamon? Personally, I would go with cinnamon. Cinnamon, like, to me, evokes fall, I guess. And, yeah, I don't know. That or, like, maybe, like, allspice. Begin scan. Won't throw all your spices into a pie. Fucking smartass. Alright, so we've discovered a starport. Alright, an extractium. A mobile mining outpost assembled in accordance with the Blessed Standard template construct. Deployed on practically any world, however inhospitable. Surf clan assigned to it devotes themselves to the maintenance of the sacred mechanisms and the extraction of resources. Interesting. All right, let us land on the starport with, I guess, everybody. Oh, and we've gained levels. Exciting. I'm gonna check out Rivals. Just hit you up. I probably will, Val. I most likely will. Just expect me to be bad. I haven't played competitive shooter since Counter-Strike Source, back in its heyday. And before that, I was all about like Unreal Tournament and Quake. So the hero shooters, by and large, missed me. I never played Overwatch or any of that, but no, I would be happy to poke at it and just see what it's like. It looks fun. Like, I know it's pretty well received. So roughly 20 years ago, yeah, pretty much. Making me feel old, Selt, stop it. The starport greets you with the din of ordnance and the smell of explosives tickles your nostrils. It's difficult to tell through the smoke who's firing at whom. Among the cracked rockreet and bent plasteel, you notice a man in the warden's uniform. He stares at the gleaming gold of your shuttle in surprise. Did the governor send his personal guards? No matter. What are you standing there for, meat? Are you waiting for the rebels to blast your bucket again for good measure? The skies over the capital are blocked by enemy fire. All aerial traffic has been halted. What pest gave you clearance to deploy? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Ah, by all the saints, I'm Sergeant Malgar, and you lot report to me now. Straighten yourselves out and drag your asses after me. I'll map out a defense sector for you. By the end of his tirade, the sergeant's voice goes quieter as his eyes focus on your expensive gear. Abelard turns purple. By the holy throne, what is this mess? Had a 72 headshot streak as a sniper in Team Fortress 1. Nice. Wouldn't say you're good either. I mean, like, as long as you're not playing to like hyper progress or anything, you know, it's more casual play, then we'll have a good time. Like, I'm chill. I prefer to be chill playing video games. You know, Val, you know how I play games. You've watched my streams. We've talked. It's all about just, you know, hanging out, having a good time. Let's see. Do we let Abelard get some of his anger out? I think we do. Yeah. Abelard, enlighten this rabble about the proper manner of greeting the God Emperor's chosen. Abelard clears his throat. You stand before rogue traitor Von Valancius, you ignorant worm. Snap to attention this instant and give her ladyship a formal report. With a mixture of awe and terror, he snaps to attention, raises his freshly cut chin with like an exemplary soldier and barks. My mistake, ma'am. At once. The starport is under the control of the governor's wardens. Perimeter captain is Sergeant... A grenade explosion cuts off the rest of the sergeant's words. Shrapnel flies everywhere with a piercing screech. One of the soldiers falls to the ground, clutching the remains of his forearm that is now adorned with crimson tatters. Blood pours from the stump, and the soldier's agony is short-lived. The sergeant curses and hastily says an army prayer for the dead. With a rasping cough, he turns back to you. Pardon me, ma'am. Sergeant Las Mulgar reporting. My unit is holding the starport on the governor's orders. How may I serve? What is going on here? You never once touched competitive. Okay. Oh, and you run healer. Nice. All right. Yeah, we'll have fun. We'll have a good time, yeah. I will absolutely take you up on that. What's going on here? Unrest, ma'am. Armed rebellions in both capital and provinces. First the lower levels sparked, then it went up the spires. They hit the Vox hubs, the arsenals, the mag train stations. My unit was here when it all went to the Groxes. The tech priests linked to the satellites reported sightings of strange void ships in the system. They were orbiting the star until one of them set course and landed on Rickard Majoris. The governor took precautionary measures in order to increase the security at key facilities. Everyone knows that when something's not right, you better double the warden detail. The alarm was raised and we were sent to secure the starport. It's the only reason we were able to hold it. There's fighting in the capital, but we're holding strong, giving no quarter to the rebels. The Emperor protects. The sergeant's voice is brimming with daring confidence. The man is going to die. Probably by my hand. Pat him on the shoulder. Do we give him good boy points? I'm tempted. But he was kind of impertinent. Yeah. It's a shame they don't give me the option to just shoot him. We can bitch about it. Such a lackluster welcoming ceremony in honor of a rogue trader. That's not Brunhilde, though. I cannot leave you and your people without aid. Reinforcements will be sent from my ship. I live to serve. He's so astonished that he only barks out the mandated words of gratitude after a non-mandated lengthy pause. We won't fail. We won't forget. We'll be praying to the Emperor for you, your ladyship, ma'am. Alright, I'm gonna go see the governor. I may report, ma'am. As long as the rebels keep shooting their damned anti-aircraft battery, there's absolutely no way to shuttle you to the governor. It would have to be on foot, and the streets are dangerous. I mean, we're dangerous. I have no one to send with you as an escort. I assigned all available troops to accompany the esteemed tech priest to the governor. I'll Vox cast orders for them to wait for you, and I'll inform the headquarters. They better send out a convoy to meet you halfway. Meanwhile, we will follow the governor's orders and hold the line here. Adira frowns as her gaze grows distant, as if looking through the sergeant. You're a good soldier, but you've got a lot of blood on your hands, both yours and others. You know, the same hand that salutes now might falter in darkness. Rank and epaulettes won't save you from the bitterness. Pardon me, my lady, but I can't get my head around these fancy words you're saying. I've seen plenty of blood, but trust me, I'll fight till my last drop. Okay. I guess you're a good soldier. I'll see that your heroism is noted. He blushes slightly. I live to serve. Another explosion interrupts the sergeant's words. With a sigh of relief, he turns to his soldiers and spits out a booming series of commands. Bitch slap the psyker, she's sowing doubt. No, Adira is precious, we must protect. Alright, we got 2 new abilities. We had a characteristic we can crank up and another talent. Which for Brunhilde, I want to grab Brunhilde, the one that gives her more health. I think like it will not die. Increase wounds by half your level, yeah. It's like we're already like level 4 or 5 now. All right, and then we're going to increase her weapon skill. Yes. All right. Abelard, my friend. Where do we get breakthrough? Where is that at? Ah, okay, it's an ability we're gonna get to pick next level. This Blade Flurry seems pretty good. The warrior is not attacked to gain plus 20% armor. That's super situational. I'm gonna give him Hardened Scars, I think, because he uses Endure like every turn. And he can have Toughness. Abelard we're building kind of tanky. Making pie of the apple kind, hell yeah. Apple pie is one of my favorite pies. Alright, Empiric's lore. Willpower, ability to withstand the horrors of the warp. There we go. Alright, and Adira. Ooh, whenever the Psyker kills an enemy with a psychic power dealing more damage than the target's wounds, the excess damage is dealt to the enemy closest to the target. That's actually really good. We made an eggnog cake today. Oh, hell yes. Yeah, we're grabbing pain channeling for her. All right, Daka girl, what are we grabbing for you? More ballistic skill because more Daka is good. And then I do not know. Melta weapons. Ah. What about, do we have plasma weapons? We do. I'm gonna give her plasma weapon proficiency now in the hope that we get a plasma gun for her later. Because that would make me unreasonably happy.
I tread a path unexplored.
Okay. Nothing interesting back there, so we just continue onward. Oh, hey, look, victims. You can significantly increase animation speed of your enemies. Yeah, that's okay. We're okay. I don't mind combat moving at a slower pace. At least not for now. This may change. That I have a 100% chance? I don't know, Poil. I'm gonna give it like 30% odds with hope towards finding plasma weapons eventually. They are one of the holy trinity of the weapons of the Sororitas. Yeah, but like, are you sure? Like, really? They might not be. What if there's no plasma guns? No, don't worry about it, Evil. I'm not worried. All right, let's swap you back to your lightning and just, oh yes. Wow. Adira, you scary. Bolter, Flamer, and Melta. Getting her a Flamer would be pretty nice, too. Alright, so if I... Try to kill this guy? Disappointing.
I'll do it.
Running gun up to here. Try again. There we go.
Out of my way.
Let's get to it.
Hockey Clamor. Okay. That's a nifty ability name. Alright, Abelard. Oh no, it's Brunhilde, my bad. We just charge? I think we might just charge. I think we just charge. Get sorted, nerd. 12 damage.
Purpose gone.
Brunhilde buff. Brunhilde kill. There we go. Video games. Alright, Abelard, you can also tentatively charge.
It will be done.
You can, but I don't think it's worth doing, because I don't think charging actually gives you... Yeah, that doesn't actually do anything. So I'm just going to have him move up and do the stabby stab.
At your back and forth.
They're going to be beating on each other for a little while here, I think. Brace for impact. There we go.
Go.
I'm here, maggot. Time to slaughter someone.
Weapon at the ready.
I don't think we're gonna get another good lightning bolt out of Adira like we did last time. However, I'm gonna Psychic Scream this guy and I wanna see, because theoretically what should happen is I'm gonna kill this dude with Psychic Scream and it's gonna deal a lot of damage, and then that damage is gonna overflow and hopefully kill this guy as well. Yes. And it overflowed from this guy to this guy. Oh my god, okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm really glad. Like, damn. Okay, works for me. Works for me. Let's see, what do we have? We have one Rebel Gunner left. Move up to cover. Oh no, there's more than one.
Be undone.
We just have two. Just damn. Just, like, fuck damn. Put a bullet into him.
Worthless.
Bad. Bad. You should have hit. Bad. Disappointed, Let's Player.
Let's get to it.
So much customization in the fun feats. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
I will rise.
Alright, Brunhilde, why are you always getting the shit knocked out of you, Argenta? Be better. I don't ask a lot, just stop sucking.
One step closer. I won't waste my time on that.
So you can charge to here, but you can't charge to here. Video games.
Purpose
kill him.
guiding me.
Or don't, you know, like you do. I guess endure.
No guidance.
And I think that's it. We'll hold on to Surefire Plan. Abelard. Abelard. I think I can make this work. I want you to move here.
Done this in my time.
I want you to charge here and do the swordy sword. There we go.
Reduced to dust.
And I think that's pretty much it.
Indeed.
End turn, please. There we go.
But she's there with you.
Break their morale.
I wish you would like tell me the range on these abilities, because like it's hard. Oh no, it does. One creature within a 12-cell radius. Okay. That is way more than 12 cells, so we're just gonna move her up, I suppose.
I know what is to come.
Let's get to it.
We might want to move here if we're gonna charge. That should give us a straight line.
I will
Yeah.
triumph.
There we go.
One step.
Sword. All right, Abelard, you're coming up for this chuckle fuck. How far can you make it?
Back and call.
There you go. Tank up. I need to give you a gun, friend. All right, Adira, just start hoofing it.
In the Empyrean.
Can you Psychic Scream? Anyone? Can you get this guy? No, no line of sight. And he is, of course, one space out of range. And this guy, I mean, I guess I can crank our damage up and we're just gonna sword him.
I will triumph. I will delight my masters with your demise. I need no guidance.
I don't suppose I can, no. I could like charge over here, but I don't think there's a point in doing so. It's any target in the warrior's path. I'm curious. Let me see if this actually lets me. Yeah, no, we don't actually get to attack. Okay. Abelard does though.
Will be done.
Jesus.
My faith strengthens me.
All right, Adira, come down here and just like mind melt this guy if you can.
Not this
No.
job.
You can't. Disappointment.
A blood-soaked
Jesus.
tribute.
All right. What is wrong with you? You have a head trauma. Oh no.
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
Wow. I love that she has head trauma and the source is herself. I don't even know. Is there no death as long as someone survives? I honestly don't know.
Powers unseen cover my veins.
All right, more rebels.
I will not stoop to this.
The melee's up there. Adira over here. Argenta here. All right, Adira, immediately move to cover, please. I don't suppose you can like chain lightning. No, this would be a good target for a chain lightning right here. Just nuke like all 5 of these guys. Instead, I think I'm just gonna melt this guy's brain. There we go.
Here we go.
Oh, that's interesting. They have enemies like move as groups. Huh, okay. Okay, yeah, and I see that on the initiative tracker. So that's like minions type of deal then. Okay, okay. I'm appreciative of that. Come up here. And cleave.
Indeed.
Got one of them.
Let's get to it.
Yes, clump together for me.
Scared yet?
I'm going to dump bolter rounds into this group. Oh, it's perfect.
Out of my way.
I just need to figure out how to get Argento where I need her to be. Because if I move her here, we might hit Abelard. If I move her here, though, I can just mag dump in the center of this, but the downside is that she might die, but also she lives to serve. So get in there and just...
Doubt is for the weak.
Oh, and now I'm gonna have her run and gun and just move one square here and then do the same goddamn thing. Wow, that was a little bit disappointing, but she fucked him up on the first turn, so I'll give it to her.
Purpose guide. What a satisfying demise.
Okay, can we charge anywhere? Not. Yes.
Reject the very
No.
idea.
All right,
One step
tank up
closer.
then. End turn, please. All right, Adira, how about lightning death?
Never felt pain.
Oh, good to know. Good to know that if you cast in melee, things get attacks opportunity on you. But at the same time, she just deleted that entire group of enemies. Downside is she's only got 1 hit point left, and it's probably going to be tanking the floor at some point. Head trauma self is such a mood. Yes.
My resolve is unshaken.
I don't think there's anywhere I can move Abelard where he'll be able to hit both of these with a cleave. No. All right, so we have an enemy here. Enemy here. Can you charge this guy? No. I could move him in. That thing's got 33 hit points. It's kind of tanky. I'm pretty sure Brunhilde is fine against this little group here. And I want to get somebody on this dude. So I'm gonna have him give himself temporary hit points. We're gonna scoot our asses over here.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Ah, you're fine. You didn't even take any damage. All right, now you can kung fu fight with that dude.
Endure.
Let's get to it. Out my way.
I need your aegis, O Emperor.
You're fine. Okay, you're maybe not fine, but...
As the Emperor commands.
Revel in Slaughter. Furious Recital. Firearm Mastery.
In the will of the righteous.
I actually don't want her to move on account of I think this guy's gonna kill her if he attacks her. Can I not? Can I not? Okay, maybe she has to move. No, just don't. How about just don't? Okay, no, she can just move to be adjacent to him. All right, so just move here. Now, just stop. I just ended her turn like a fucking idiot. Oh my god. It wouldn't let me not move. I blame chat. Damn it, Kibitz.
Purpose guides me. Death shall reign.
Brunhilde is levying vengeance upon my foes in the Emperor's name.
Beckons.
Okay, Adira's turn.
I hereby vow you will rue this day.
Okay, anyway. What can we do to help her out? I can give her forewarning. I can Psychic Scream this Chucklefuck, which may kill him. Well, no, it won't kill him, but it might hurt him very badly. It did pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna have her analyze this guy. The next turn she'll expose him.
Hold on.
You jerk. I don't know what you just did, but I don't like it. Alright. Abelard, I cannot move you over here to help her, so she's on her own. She could heal herself. She does have a med kit. But... eh. Really, Abelard? It's 2 rounds in a row, my friend, that you've just disappointed me. Oh, she dodged!
Here we go.
Top Shelf Esports, GG. This guy's gonna just shoot her. Yeah.
More blood. More.
Saw that one coming. Saw that one coming. Alright. Let's just kill this asshole. There you go. Avenged. And now since Brunhilde has a hand cannon in her offhand, we're gonna mag dump on a guy. 3 damage. Disappointing. Adira. Another Psychic Scream. We're just gonna have her spamming this because we have like no, it's Veil Degradation. I want to call it Perils of the Warp, but we have like no Perils of the Warp, so I see no reason not to. So now we want to exploit. Oh no, it was this guy over here that we could have exploited. So we'll do that, and then we'll do that. There we go.
Let's get to it.
Oh, I'm coming for you, Rebel Commander. All right, Abelard, you have 1 job. Can you do it? Good job, Abelard. I'm proud of you. You're a good boy.
Let's make it quick.
All right, this one, let's... 16 hit points. I'm gonna have Brunhilde move here. We're gonna try hopefully killing him. We're not gonna be able to kill him, that's a shame. We got a critical hit, we killed him, hell yes. And then we're gonna charge this guy. There we go, nice. I gotta say the combat in this feels pretty good. It's, I wish for some stuff that if the fights are going to be this frequent, I wish that it had real time with pause mode so you could just mop things up. But, we're making do.
Let's get to it.
Oh, you are so screwed, buddy. You are so screwed.
One step closer.
What is this foreboding? Will do.
At your beck and call.
Charge in, and then melee. Alright, tank up. Alright.
Your efforts amuse me.
There we go. Not bad. Of course, now she has broken ribs. Oof.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate
The
treaties on
world
Tactica
trembles
Imperialis
beneath my
and weigh every step.
What do we got?
Sometimes
A
those
las
who just fire
pistol,
your biggest cannon
black
can save the
armor,
day.
skirmish boots. Whenever the warrior deals damage to an enemy, they have a 25% chance to gain 2 movement points. Those actually could be halfway useful on Argenta. What does she have for armor? Mesh chestplate, 25% armor and a ×7.5. All right, so the flak chestplate is kind of garbo by comparison. Brunhilde, you are wearing a flak chestplate. Abelard, you have the Seneschal's trusty carapace. And Adira, an armored body glove. I think I'm gonna swap you over to the flak armor. Sorry, no body glove for you. Like, I'm a fan of... Oh, we have a shield, shit. Abelard, here you go, buddy. I have a shield. Is this just the same thing that she has? Yes, okay. All right. Now let's loot all of this. Just a bunch of random garbo. Scrappy lasgun, knives, shock batons, armored body gloves, and some carapace armor. It's better than armored body glove, like just full stock. Interesting. Okay, let's grab everybody. Everybody, can we... Does this pull... Removes 1 fresh injury. So I assume these are not fresh injuries because it's after combat, maybe? Because we tried removing 1 earlier and it didn't do anything. Alright, she's just fucked up. Oh, there's a corpse under the loader. Nice. We're tearing the door down with it. Think I can? I can try here. I'll have Abelard do it.
This wound will make a fine scar.
No.
Will not slow me.
Nope. I don't know. Video games.
Let's seize the opportunity.
You have this thing as a model, the loader. Nice. Oh, here we go. A large med kit. Interesting. And a Melta charge. Okay, all right. I feel like I should get Brunhilde medkit training at some point. It seems like it's going to be important to have. The turret was placed in a great hurry, but the Technomat never had the chance to activate it. Wait, what? Oh, traps. Interesting. Let's go in here, though. I want to see what we have in here first. I was gonna say, yeah, this feels like a loot room. You can use them to heal you during combat. Okay. If it's just combat healing, yeah. The drums exude a caustic smell of promethium. Thankfully, the rebels have not yet reached them and set the place ablaze. All right. Pick the lock. All right, then do it. What do we got? Deathworld Origin Light Flak Armor. Well, this is Brunhilde armor right here. 10% parry against melee attacks, and the world property is +5 agility. Well, Brunhilde, have some Deathworld armor. All right. I know there's like a plus here. I assume that's like magical or something. Okay. Well, this was worth it. Certainly.
Look no further. This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
That is a lot of traps. Let's go ahead and solve that problem. I wonder if we get experience for disarming them. I don't think we do. Thank you for the hydrate.
I better myself through my service.
Insurgents walked in a crowd right across the mine barriers, seemingly oblivious to the fear of death. You do it small, just check the log, okay. All right, and this is our Mechanicus boy up here, if I recall correctly. Yes!
Change is coming. The edge is nigh.
The blinded ones are harmless. No sense in shooting them and drawing attention.
Fire on the nearest target. Don't kill the tech priest. We need to take him alive.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the party. He's gonna be taking Abelard's position.
May knowledge be thy fate. Let the cycle be discontinued.
The man dressed in crimson could not have survived an explosion like that. However, he is alive. You hear the wheezing of the respirator that covers half his face.
Not another step. Flee, for I am death.
By the throne! What is that servant of the Omnissiah made of? Adamantine? Placid.
Abelard clutches his head as his ocular implant is racked with a wave of interference. I don't think we can be like Abelard. Stop being a wuss. Introduce me. I'm Rogue Trader Brunhilde von Valancius. I mean you no ill.
I identify you as a member of a high stratum belonging to Rogue Trader House von Valancius. I am detecting no need for confrontation. The convoy received an order to meet you. It is no longer functional. Therefore, I propose that we continue to advance to the rendezvous point with the governor's soldiers.
Brunhilde points at the exploded machine. How did you manage to kill off a slew of people and blow up a sacred machine without laying a finger on it?
This was my doing.
The voices are being weird about him. They're saying garbled, conflicting things. Like they're talking about completely different people. But he's not a threat to you. Even if that's a bit hard to believe after all the fireworks.
Alright, who are you?
I identify as Magnus Pascal Henning of the priesthood of Mars. By the grace of the Omnissiah, I am currently assigned to the maintenance personnel of the station Altar Templum Calixis X-17.
Okay. Why do you wish to see the governor?
I came here to carry out a sacred mission. My mentor, Archmagus Amonat, summoned me, and I hastened to answer his call. But the rabble's unrest prevented our meeting, and I was on my way to Governor Medina to determine my mentor's current location. My escort was ordered by their commander to discontinue their movement and wait to be merged with your group. Then, due to their incompetence, they let themselves be killed. It was an unacceptable complication to my task.
I invite you to join my retinue.
Acknowledged. Predicting successful and mutually beneficial cooperation.
Excellent. Alright, and now we have Turbo Pascal in our party.
Meditation is terminated.
My boy, let us level him. So what does he have? So he's got Expose Weakness, he's got Analyze Enemies. So he's also an operative, just the same as Adira is. He'll be doubling up a little bit there, but I'm not too worried because he builds differently than she does. He's all about like the melee. Alright, what can we do with you? Plus 10% bonus to hit and chance and dodge reduction against any target they hit with an attack. Yes. Alright, and so he should have his like fancy axe and stuff. Yeah, he's got weird gear compared to everybody else. You can see he has both a gun and an axe. Because he's a mechanical man. An Omnissiah axe and a las gun. And what is he wearing? Holy vestments. I'm probably going to replace those, if I had to guess, with a flak chest plate. Although maybe not, because this has plus 4% armor and plus 2 to tech use on it. I don't know if the plus 2 to tech use is... No, he's actually losing armor with a flak chest plate, alright. What does he have? My brain immediately. A knife! Yes. Exactly. He's very well armed. He can use two-handed weapons. Really? I didn't know that. That's good to know. So that's probably what I'll do, is eventually have him use a pair of two-handers. Although he's going to be fighting with Brunhilde for that, isn't he? I could have him use two guns.
This is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
Or maybe not. I'm probably just going to keep him with what he has for now. Yeah. From the moment you understood the weakness of your flesh, it disgusted you. Exactly. One has to be ranged, one has to be melee. Ah, okay. Alright, I can work with that. Looks like he's also got grenades, which is acceptable. Give him the plasma. No, the plasma's going on Best Girl here. Actually, could we... I could give him the bolter. Probably not a good idea, though. I imagine he's probably not proficient with it, but... We'll see. We'll see how things go here. No, give her the bolter. And we'll go from there. Alright, so he has 26 health, so he's not super thick right now, but still front row potential. Let me... He has melee, though, so I think I am going to have him, like, mostly front row. Like that. Yes, but now we have Best Boy. I like Pascal a lot. In violation of the right of operation, the Subtle's Promethium tanks have been abandoned and left open. Someone interrupted the fueling sacrament. An entire procession of cargo servitors was destroyed by gunfire. Not a single one of them attempted to flee.
How fascinating.
Let's loot the trash can. Medkit and another bolter. Okay, the game's telling me something. Pascal, are you proficient with bolters by any chance? What do? He is proficient with bolters. And melta-guns. Alright, so he can use melta-guns once we get our hands on those. There you go, now he's got a bolter on his arm. I'm glad I poked around.
The world will bow.
Crimson is a good color for battle attire. Enemies will perceive no weakness, not even if you are bleeding.
I have so many questions.
Allow me to function effectively, even in the event of extensive blood loss. This is what should concern those who dare to stand against the servant of the Omnissiah in battle.
You tell him, Pascal. What do we got? A bunch of random chicanery that I don't really give a damn about. Alright. Trophies, pack this
The world
card in.
trembles beneath my feet.
What is this? Where is it? How do we... Oh. You sure the machine spirits listen to you? But they're real stubborn. Quit your whinging. I've seen the tech priest do it twice. I once even brought a sensor to him. Of course they'll Alert. Profane violation of the algorithm. Ah, nice. Anyways, how do I get up here? What is this? Ah, here we go. There's a loot chest. With a sin skin. Alright. That's probably going to be going on to Adira if I had to guess. Yeah.
Embrace true power.
The machine spirits sound like the old modem startup thing. Oh god, the screeching. Sound that the youth of today will never know. We can activate the turrets, chat. We're 100% activating the turrets.
Successful.
Hello, friends.
The absurdity of your struggle amuses me.
Crush him!
Oh, Adira's going first, huh? I already know what I'm going to do with her. It's probably suicidal, but it'll be funny if it works.
Let their blood rain from the sky!
Exactly. Okay, so Adira goes first. So can I like just... Oh no. You gotta get in closer than that, my dear.
They who discern the future own the battle.
You need to... Oh, come on. Give me like... How many are we hitting here? 4? It probably just caps at 4 targets. That makes me kind of sad, but I'm just gonna delete these guys.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
So good. Brunhilde, move up into cover, I think. And just spray.
Triumph. Death shall reign.
This is why I didn't charge Brunhilde into melee, by the way. Because I remembered what those turrets did. Alright, and for reference, this fight right here is the extent to which I have played the game. Everything past this fight is going to be new to me. So the shield, what can he do? Shield bash and stalwart defense. Marks enemies within the AoE and immediately ends turn. Till the start of the next turn, you gain 15% block against the first attack made by each of the marked enemies. If an attack is blocked by the wielder, they counter-attack. Okay. Cannot charge. Okay, well then walk here. And then charge here. There you go. Good job. Now do a cleave. Good job, Abelard. I'm proud of you. You get Pappy Ghost's praise for now.
Explorers know one route forward.
So what is this? Machine Spirit Banishment. Reduces damage dealt from the target's attacks by 14%. Targets with Reject the Flesh take damage. Okay. And then what do we have here? Machine Spirit Communion. Weapons in the area gain additional effects. Reduce recoil. Huh. Alright. Interesting, but no. No, I don't want Axe. I want Daka. I love that rounds like punch through enemies and stuff. This game, the combat is so satisfying, and we're still in like Babbyburg here.
Part of the trial.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless.
I'll do it.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Wow, disappointment, Argenta. Disappointment.
Duty go hand in hand.
Time to slaughter someone.
Alright,
Purpose.
Hank up. You're not gonna be able to do a charge attack. Oh no, yeah, you can. That was a cleave, not a charge, because I'm stupid and hit the wrong button. Again, rueful kibitz. We have the turrets though, so we're okay. Alright, Abelard. I don't know if I want to get Abelard into melee with these two. This might be a bad idea with the turret, so I'm gonna have him just sit.
He is
For-
an idiot. We have purposely trained him wrong, as a joke.
Yeah, I'm kind of dumb, I admit it. But I like to think that it's cute and endearing as opposed to just shameful most of the time. Alright, let's come over here. What are your hit chances? 39, might as well. You get multiple shots. You hit Brunhilde!
Steep.
Argenta! Argenta, come on! Come on! What was that? Brunhilde, I didn't expect you to hit, but also damn it. Why can these turrets just not kill this one guy? How is being hidden on the corner of a long... You know what? Abelard,
It will be done.
kill, please. Thank you. Silly video games. Okay, loot the bodies. That is a lot of random garbage. All right,
Powers unseen uncover my path.
streets of the capital. And I do love that they do the thing from the Pathfinder games where if you miss any loot, they're just like, hey, here's all the loot from the corpses that you didn't pick up. Yes. Can we go over here? No. There's a chest-high wall, and alas, we are stymied.